life is full of choices, so I could either A, be doing stuff for college that I need to be doing, or making YouTube videos. And considering that you're seeing this, you know which option I picked. So, I never know how to start these. So basically, I was on BuzzFeed because that's where I go when I can't think of anything good. And it gave these 10 phrases that either get on your nerve, you're perfectly fine with, or it depends on the situation. So I was going to react to the list because I haven't written down because I don't have a burn note, or just be 10 times easier. And so I'm going to go through the list. The link will be in the description if you want to look at the same thing I'm looking at, or whatever. Just start talking, RT. Okay, so the first one is said, is back in my day. And this gets on my nerves because whenever you say you sound like a boomer, honestly, that's legit. Like 70, 80-year-old people say, oh, back in my day. In my head, I'm like, I don't care what happened back in your day. That was 50 plus years ago. Or they're going to tell some long story that I don't care about. And then also, things have changed between your day and my day. I mean, I get that why they're telling us back in my day, but we don't care. But also, I was at school, and one of the staff members said, oh, back in my day, they're 36, and I'm 19. They were talking about something back when they were in high school, so like 16, 17 years ago. I'm like, that wasn't that long ago. Why are you comparing it between then and now? Like, you're too young to be using the phrase back in my day. I mean, I guess it could be good for some things, but on this one, it's just completely on my nerves. If I'm like in the middle on something, then I'll try to present a case for both of them, but this one totally gets on my nerves. The second one, it says, with all due respect. And whenever someone says, with all due respect, that means I'm about to say the most disrespectful thing I can possibly think of to you. But you can't get offended because I say with all due respect. So it's supposed to come off as nice, but really I'm just being an a-hole. Like, everyone has said that. I mean, I've heard people use it before, and basically you just say whatever you want to say, and it comes out very harsh and mean, but you say with all due respect so you don't get in trouble, okay? I think I've used this one before. I can't think of like when I've used it, but I probably have. I've seen like two people talking to each other say with all due respect, but no one's ever used it on me, and I've never said to anyone. Okay, this third one says, long story short. Now, this one, I'm cool with people saying long story short, because I like my story short, okay? Especially when you have someone that talks and talks and talks, not calling anyone out, but they just talk and talk. So I like the short version of the story. So I'm like, you have a short version of that? Just to get the story over with faster. Because if you let them talk, they will talk and talk and talk. So I'm cool with having the short version of it. It does not get on my nerves. I'm cool with it. The fourth one I'd never heard of until yesterday when I found this survey on BuzzFeed to do the video for. It said, run it at the flagpole and see how it flies. Now, I'm guessing that means sort of do it yourself and come back and tell me how it went. But, I've never heard this expression, so I can't really comment on whether it's good or not. I'm guessing if you used it in the right context, it would be good. Run it up the flagpole and see how it flies. So I guess it's like if you have a good idea, or you think you have a good idea and someone tells that to you, you're going to go try it and then come back and tell them, yeah, that was really good, or no, that was really bad. I'm guessing that's how that works. Okay, next one. Put on your big boy pants or girl panties or whatever. It's a little overused. I mean, I tell myself that, but I don't hear it as much as I used to. When I was younger, I used to hear it all the time. But now that I'm older, I don't hear it as much. So it can't get on your nerves if you overhear it. But I feel like people... This is like what little kids say, or you would say to a little kid. Because it's transferred from pull your big pants up to get some balls, or get the guts, or... more adult versions of saying pull your pants up. I feel like that's what it's transferred to. The sixth one is I don't hate that idea. When you are explaining this really cool idea you have, someone said, I don't hate that idea. It's like, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm right in the middle. Or they're saying they don't hate it, but they didn't say they like it, which means they probably don't like it, but they're just trying to be nice about it. And they're like, that idea is probably really stupid, but if I say I don't hate it, then they're not going to get offended because I said I didn't hate it, but I never said I liked it, or that it was a good idea, or something we should be doing. If someone said it to me, I have a good idea if that's what that means, so I would probably get annoyed, but I've heard, like, teachers and stuff say it to students, and I'm like, okay, the teacher did not like that idea at all. Like, they are just completely disregarding what you said, and they're like, no, we're not doing that at all. Not even considering it. Next, we have, you need to be more passionate. Now, I never heard this as a phrase. I mean, people never told me to be passionate. I said people aren't passionate, but people need to be more passionate. Never said that to anyone. I don't think anyone's ever said it to me. I have some kind of compassion sometimes. It just depends. Okay, it depends. I don't have anything to say on this one. Life isn't fair. Now, this is one I'm in the middle on. So you can, if you're a whiny little brat kid, you say life isn't fair, you're just complaining because you probably are on the short end of the stick over and over again, then that gets annoying. But if you say life isn't fair, and you're not being a spoiled brat, then it can be sort of a good thing, because you're like, oh, well, I didn't win today, but life isn't fair, so I'll win next time. So you can take it negatively or positively, you can take it negative and spin it into a positive, but it doesn't get on my nerves, really. Oh, the next one, it says, asking for a friend. That's BS, okay? Let me just say, that is BS. Whenever say asking for a friend, no, there's no friend that you're asking for. You're asking for yourself. You just don't want to be the one that says, hey, I have this question that you're not old enough to, and you're just like, oh, I'm asking for a friend so you can answer me, and then I can go tell whoever this invisible friend is, but really, they're just answering the question for you. Yes, it gets annoying. Have I done it? I think yes. Everyone has done it. I'm pretty sure of that. Especially when you get to, like, real embarrassing questions, like, hey, would I be a good boyfriend? Asking for a friend. Like, no, you're not. You're asking for yourself. No, don't even try that. That is so easy to look through. I don't know how anyone would fall for that. And the 10th one is, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't hate it. It doesn't get on my nerves. It can be used positively, or it's one of the things where you just say, and it depends on the person on how they take it. I feel like I would say something like, if I got first place in a race and my brother got second, I say, oh, it is what it is. I won. You lost. Go cry about it. But it can be used in a bad way, and if I heard it more than enough times, it will get on my nerves. So the main one that did get on my nerve was asking for a friend. Again, that's baloney. Pull up your big boy panties, but that just came to, like, more adult versions of it. And with all due respect, that's annoying. And back in my day, those are like the 4 that would get on my nerves if I heard them more often. Well, actually, I do hear back in my day more often, but that is the list. So they had sort of like the option where you can click on get on my nerves, it's perfectly fine, or I'm in the middle, but I didn't click on any of them because I was torn on most of them. So if again, the link will be in the description if you want to go click on it and see, oh, you're in this percentage, are you in the majority or the minority on these phrases. It will be there for you if you want to. And I guess another video is coming tomorrow. So this is where I bail. I never have anything cool to say at the end of it. Bye. I don't know.